Can you talk about Under, what it is, how it started, and
For sure. So Under Industries, underprivileged, started in 2007 with a bunch of other military veterans at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. We all kind of got together, like we were all in different, we all just want to play paintball, and like we didn't have a team, so we all kind of got together. That was Underprivileged, the team, and a couple years after that, we kind of made headbands, and then we kind of all split up. Paintball is expensive, so I started making goggle straps and headbands to try to make money because I'm on fucking Lance Corporal pay, which is dog shit. It's nothing. And this is right before I went to MARSOC, so I didn't have any. I couldn't leave the barracks. You're not getting BAH. You're not gonna be able to get out of the barracks as a corporal. So I was making headbands and goggle straps, trying to make money. And so the company we called Underprivileged, is a carryover from the team. And as it progressed, everybody else kind of went away, and I just kept going with it. So I would go on deployment, come back, make some stuff, play paintball, go on deployment, come back, make some stuff, go on deployment, come back, make some stuff, go on deployment. When I was getting close to retirement in 2013, 2014, I was like, all right, let's make this a thing. Let's make this a business and make this a company. Fucking, I don't know. Let's try something. Because I knew I was very mentally fucked up in that space. I was not mature enough to go into the workforce and deal with normal people in the capacity that I was in at the time. And I knew that I was probably end up fucking, being a suicide statistic. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to try this. And so I took a good amount of money out of savings, and we made a bunch of equipment, and we've been able to continue forward since then. So the company, officially started in like 2007, and here we are in 2024. So 16 years, kind of, give or take. And I'm happy with it. And so the basis of what it has become is a therapy piece for myself. So I get drunk or depressed, I start creating stuff, and I try to use Under as that outlet. And the premise behind Under is I was sitting in, where the bear comes from. I was sitting on the beach in Gig Harbor or Bremerton, I can't remember exactly, and I'm looking out towards Seattle, and the waves are coming in, and I'm washing my paintball gear because I can't wash it at the house because you get yelled at by your wife for washing your fucking dirty gear at the house. So I'm at the laundromat, and I walked out to the beach, and I sat down, and I'm trying to think of like what would encompass strife and grit and heartache and trauma and all these fucking things. And a bear popped in my fucking mind. And it really resonated with me that from the time that the bear leaves, he's on his fucking own. Everything is about survival. Everything that he gets into, he's on his fucking own. Good, bad, or indifferent, that goddamn bear is on his fucking own. And I remember coming home and I told her, I was like, our logo is going to be a bear. And she's like, that's fucking stupid. She's like, that's fucking dumb. What's a bear got to do with paintball? I'm like, I don't know, but it just makes sense. And linked up with a cool dude. He helped design the logo when I was in one of my fucking drunken stupors. And it's who we've been since, and it's worked out because every time there's a bear, we get tagged in it. And and it's transpired into this whole fucking little movement. And I'll be straight, man. Like, if I would have told my little fucking 10-year-old self who was living in a fucking Riviera on food stamps that I'd be where I'm at today, I'd fucking tell you you're fucking stupid. Walking the other day, walking back, and I seen Virtue had my gun on the banner that from Adrenaline, and I was like, that's fucking cool, dude. Like, I'm very fortunate to be, in a space where I have my own gun. Like, I'm not fucking Chris Lasoya or fucking Ollie Lang. I'm just some fucking bum who drinks fucking Modelo and has a good fucking time. And I've got an opportunity to fucking progress the sport, I feel, in a positive way. and use it to hopefully make people have a good time and show, that, it's something productive to do with your time, because this is a fucking child's game.
That was actually going to be my last question for you is, what does paintball mean to you, and what has it done for you?
Paintball, I remember when I met my wife, I told her, I was like, if you try to take it away from me, you're going to lose. Like, it's been the thing that's kept me going. Like, it's always been the thing that's been there. And it ties back to your friends. It ties back to, I get to see my friends. And granted, Chicago's not the best place, but, I got to see my friends in Chicago. I got to go to London this year. I got to go to Mexico. I'm about to go to Canada again. I'm going to, I've gotten to travel internationally because of paintball. I've gotten to, sell our products to international customers. It's been part of my life since I picked up that fucking tiger shark with my best friend, and we went out to the ravine behind my house and we shot each other up. And then all of a sudden my friend Nick shows up, and he's got a piranha, and he started this little arms race between Shane and myself, and we're all working super hard to get the next newest and greatest. And then he shows up with this, and then I show up with that, and then we're all just trying to shoot each other. And Tom Cole said the other day that I am one of the few unicorn customers, because I play everyone's league, I travel everywhere, I blow fucking way too much money on paintball, and I try to be a positive ambassador to the sport, no matter what I've done over the last few years. And I really try to my best to be a positive influence. And I know there's a brash nature of me. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's cool to see where I've been able to come from and progress into over the last 2 decades of playing the sport. Because there was that little bug in me, like, oh man, I can try out for Raiden, or try out for Gridlock or Trauma when I was on the CFOA circuit, or all right, I live close to the Naughty Dogs, I'll fucking grind super hard. And Chris Wilson, when I was at NPPL Vegas, came up and said, hey man, come out and try out. That was something cool. And then the team falls apart several weeks later. And having that little bug in my ear when I was in MARSOC and I was training super fucking hard, and I could run 3 minute or 3 mile fucking 16 minute 3 mile, and I was like, cool. And then it's like, well, I don't care anymore. I just want to be around my friends. And then fucking influencing a beer company to fucking like tag me. I bullied a fucking beer company into tagging me, and getting a phone call from Adrenaline Paintball and saying, hey dude, like, what do you want your gun to look like? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Hey, we're gonna give you a gun. I'm like, what? Like, I'm a fucking nobody, man. So I'm extremely fortunate to be in this space and recognize that, and like I tell guys, like all the time, like, you pay to play paintball, I get paid to play paintball. So it's a very different dynamic, and I respect that, and I'm very humble, because I know at any given fucking point, it's just all over. And that just goes back to, it's like, I could be on fucking food stamps, living in a fucking car, doing drugs, just being some fucking burnout in Oklahoma, and so I wake up every morning, just trying to be the best possible version, because there's a lot of guys who are no longer here, and that's my responsibility to try to do, and so yeah.